Alright, you guys, so today I'm going to be doing a wear test and a review on the new Huda Beauty Luminous Matte Foundation. Now I already have the original, and partly the reason why I picked up the new one is because the original is way too dark for me. It's in the color 410 brown sugar, and I needed lighter foundation. So it was kind of perfect that this one came out at the time that it came out, because I was ready to buy some new foundations. I had just bought the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and if you want to see my review on that, I'll link it down below. And that for the Full Filter Luminous Matte, I got 310G already. So I stayed in the golden, but I went up like 5 shades, or like three shades, because I needed a lighter shade, girl. People was starting to be able to tell that my hands and my face did not match, and that's not okay. So 310 Already G. The packaging looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. So if it's not for the fact that I look down, I won't know which formula is different or not. I'm not going to read the claims, because you can go on Sephora and read all the claims. Basically, they claim to do the same things, except the Luminous Matte is a liquid foundation, and the original Huda Beauty foundation was a cream foundation. The cream foundation, the original, has scent in it. This one does not. So last night I tried it out. I went out, I picked it up at like 6:30 from the mall. I put it on in the car when I was waiting for my tacos at Nachos Tacos 813. And then I wore it all night until I got home about 2:30 in the morning. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So I wore it for about 7 hours, and it looked fucking great. But last night's lighting was really bad when I made the video, so I figured I would put it on today in like natural lighting, so you guys can see it on my face, you can see how it looks, and you can see what I paired with it to help it out. Because these are matte foundations, it's better if I use a hydrating base, and then just if I'm gonna use a pore filler, because my skin's a little bit dry right now, I'm trying not to use my Tatcha all over my face because it's gonna dry my skin out. I just use it on my cheeks to blur my pores. So that's what we're gonna do today. So what I suggest, they have a primer that came out with the new foundation that is like my Clinique ID Jelly. And you can buy that if you want to. Maybe I'll buy it after, because I'm almost done with this, but I prefer using this because it's a little tackier, and it's my actual moisturizer that I made with my own serum. So you can get their primer, which is the same thing. It's the Huda Beauty water jelly. It's the same exact thing as this. So I figured it was great to start off with this for my makeup today. All right, so I'm going to take the 310 Already G. I'm mainly wanting to try this out also for the formula, yes, but because I just want to see what the color looked like on me in natural lighting to make sure I got the right color. So I did about 2 pumps, 2.5 pumps. It's still thick, so I wouldn't say it's a full liquid like the original. Definitely creamy like the original, but it has no scent, and I love the original scent. Like, people who complained about the scent on the original foundation, y'all irritate me, because I love that scent. Like, I truly loved it, and if you watch my previous videos, you would hear me say that when I was applying the foundation. All right, let me put a little bit of Tatcha on my pores, just to be fair, because that's what I would normally do. I'm doing everything I would normally do. Yeah, Drake needs to do a Super Bowl. He should have done our Super Bowl. All right, I'm gonna take it into my sponge, and I'm gonna just apply it on my face. I wanna see with the coverage. I'm looking for the coverage. I'm looking for the color. I want to see how it works with my other foundation. I meant with my other steps in my base. The reason why I love Huda Beauty is because her complexion products, her concealer, her foundations, her primers, her setting sprays, I love all of them. I'm a huge fan of them. Especially her Overachiever Concealer. Oh, I love that. And I meant to get one yesterday, but I was in a hurry. Ooh, so it looks matte still. Like, you could see luminosity, but I see it in the mirror like it's already drying. Like, it's already drying, which I love. Me personally, I love a foundation that's already drying to my face. because I don't like it slippery. That's why I never like dewy foundations, because it was so slippery. It's hard for me to work with the rest of my base products, like my contour and stuff. The color looks awesome. Like, finally I have a foundation that matches me. I actually probably could have gone up one more shade, but I didn't want to because of photo purposes, right? Like, I can make this work with concealer and I can bring it down, but I wanted to see how it looked in natural lighting. And I'm gonna scoot up so you guys can see my skin. It's still full coverage. It's still full coverage, and I applied it with a sponge and it's still full coverage. Like, I love her products. So you can see my skin. I should have done 1/2 and 1/2, but I'm not like those girls that do 1/2 with a brush and 1/2 with a sponge. I'm gonna do however I'm gonna do it that day. And today, I'm putting it on with a sponge, and I normally take a little bit of foundation on a brush and I'll drag it down my neck. But because this color is like so close to my skin color, I don't have to. Yay! So anybody who's a foundation twin with me, I am 310. I'm already G, bitch. I also had to verify because some of her goldens have neutral undertones, and I don't read that until the last minute when I get home, and I'm like wondering why my face looks pink in photos. So I definitely have to make sure I have a golden tone only. Cream bronze my face with my Black Opal True Color foundation stick in mocha, suede mocha. Yeah, this thing's falling apart. I'm gonna just do everything like how I would normally do it. I'm just really excited because I wanted to do it in natural lighting so you guys could see what I see. I meant to put on my KKW concealer to correct, but I was so excited I completely forgot, and it'll be okay. I'm not going anywhere. I thought I had to go to the grocery store, but I forgot that I went to the grocery store on Friday on my lunch break and got everything I needed, so I wouldn't have to do that this weekend. Because I try not to take my daughter with me to the grocery store just because of everything going on with the virus. I wish they had Tom G playing in the Super Bowl today, because that's true Tampa fashion. Not only is the Super Bowl in Tampa, but then our team is playing in the Super Bowl. We should have had like original Tampa artists, like Rod Wave. He's from St. Petersburg, but that's still kind of considered our area. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. But I wish they had people who were from here performing. But they were performing all weekend, shit. Lil Baby was in town in Ybor City last night, and we got to see him, and he looked so beautiful. I'm gonna use my normal powder, my Laura Mercier. I'm really liking the way the undertone looks now that the foundation's dried. It's like perfect. I was just glad we were able to save your foot. She's like, what? All right, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, my blush, and highlight off camera. And then I will be back to show you guys what the finished makeup looks like. This is my complexion as of right now. Full coverage, looks smooth. I don't feel, and one difference I also do notice now that I have it on is I don't feel it on my face. With the original, with the cream, I used to feel it on my face. It was worth it to me because I love full coverage. I don't give a fuck if I look like I have makeup on. But I love full coverage, and that kind of came with it being a cream foundation. But this one, it's still thick like a cream, but I don't feel it. So I'll be back and I'll tell you guys what I'll be looking for throughout the day, and you'll be able to see what my finished foundation looks like. See you soon. All right, guys, so I finished my makeup. I just did a light beat because we're just running errands today and hanging out with the family for the Super Bowl. But let me tell y'all, this shit looks good. My face looks so good. The foundation's so good. So I've already worn this for 7 hours, so I know that it's going to last all day. I wore a mask, and I'll insert the clip of the video at the end of the day from yesterday of how the end of the day wear test went for me for 7 hours. For 7 hours, it did not make me oily, and that's a huge thing. And I used the same combination that I did today last night, like with my base and everything, and that's why I wanted to show you what I was using. I set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray today, but yesterday I set it with the Smashbox one because I knew I was wearing a mask. Wearing a mask, again, you'll see in the end clip, it did not put any mask lines into my face, which is awesome. The only thing that came off was my chin, but that's because I was eating like an animal because I was drunk. But I'm gonna let y'all know right off the bat, I'm obsessed with this foundation. I knew I was going to be because Huda's products just work really well with me and my skin. Again, the only difference is that this one's called Luminous Matte and it has no scent. That's the only difference I see between the both of them because the texture is the same. This one, the texture is a little bit thinner. That's why they called it a liquid versus the cream like the original. And I can tell because I don't feel it on my face. But it looks really smooth. It gave me full coverage with a sponge. And I don't know, my makeup just looks really great, so I'm really excited about that. I appreciate you guys checking into this video. If you have any questions or want to know more about the combo I use, again, for matte foundations, it's always the same kind of equation. Use a hydrating base because the matte foundation is itself, the formula is going to and dry matte. So just have a hydrating base. You won't have to worry about it's making you look old here because you're not doing a matte primer with a matte foundation. Do a hydrating base with a matte foundation. You don't have to worry about these lines or flaking off in your nose or anything. Well, at least for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day, and I'm going to insert the 7-hour end of the day checkout now. Hey guys, so I've had the foundation on for 7 hours and it looks really fucking good. Like, it's barely coming apart around my mouth as where I normally would see breakup. And for 7 hours, the only thing that's really come off is my chin because I've been eating a lot and then I wore my mask. But even with wearing my mask, there's no imprints on my face. It looks really good. 7 hours. I was out in the Tampa heat. We was eating, we was drinking. My blush, highlight, contour, all of it looks good. Normally I would expect it to break up around my mouth, but it didn't. It just came off a little bit on my chin, but like the contour on my nose, my forehead, my skin looks really good. And I didn't use that much of a primer. I just used my hydrating jelly, and then I used a little bit of Tatcha right here on my pores, just a little bit because I didn't want to do it all over my face. And it's like a perfect combo because it doesn't dry my skin out. So 7 hours. I've had it on since 6 p.m. It is 2 a.m. in the morning. I just got home. So not fucking bad. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. Tampa don't know how to act. It was crazy outside. I had to come home early. So hopefully everybody else is safe. See you guys later.